Hi, everybody. Welcome into Buckeye, Arizona. It's time for the Nationals, the 6th edition here from Buckeye. We're getting ready for the gold medal matches here. I'm Dominic Catronio with my color commentator, Wayne Mugley. Wayne, what do we have to look forward to as we get ready to hand out some awards?
Well, on a day like today, if you look at the temperature and the heat, no wind, these guys have been playing hard. So it's not only skill level, but it's endurance. Endurance that they've been going since 8 o'clock this morning. And I believe it's about 3 o'clock right now. So they haven't stopped. And I would imagine some of them even lost 10 pounds.
Now, we've seen a good mix as well of experienced players, newcomers. What do the guys coming back have to their advantage, and what do the new guys have to help them out as well?
Dry mouth. No, what they have is the experience of playing in front of the crowd for all the gold. The new players coming up, of course, they're hungry, but they may not have that little bit of experience in front of a crowd with everything happening. They just don't. They've got to earn that. But I think you have a group of young people here that are going to do it. That they're great. I've been watching them all afternoon, as you have. I've been showing you along of them. So I think you're going to have a pretty good showing for the gold medals.
Well, let's get the adrenaline pumping, shall we? Here at Sun City Festival, it's time for the gold medal matches here in the Nationals, the 6th.
Thank you.
Hey Comcast subscribers, my name's Dominic Catronio, lead commentator for USA PA Pickleball. We're talking about one of the fastest growing sports in the country. We're right here at National 6 in Buckeye, Arizona. We also have the Tournament of Champions in Ogden, Utah. What is pickleball, you ask? Smaller version of tennis, 1/3 size courts, fast-paced, high energy, and you can play it as long as you want. Be sure to check out all of the great action here on Comcast Xfinity On Demand.
That right there, guys, is pickleball.
We reached the final game of the men's senior open bracket here in Buckeye, Arizona, the Nationals. The 6th time we've come here to Sun City Festival. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Dominic Catronio with Wayne Mugley. Wayne, a pair of contenders that have faced each other already in the bracket now meet again in the championship matchup. We've got Scott Lennon and David Redding taking on Tyler Sheffield and Larry Moon. Getting ready to start. What are you looking forward to in this matchup?
Well, these two guys over here, David and Scott, have just come off a tough bronze match. They walked right in. Now, Larry and Scott, or Larry and Tyler have been sitting. So see how they come out cold. These guys come out loosened up. They met earlier. Larry and Tyler beat them 11-2, 11-4, 11-6. So we don't know what's going to happen. At this level, and he can go anything. We're getting ready to go. He's got the line judges lined up. Here we go.
All right. David Redding will start things off, and we're underway for the championship matchup. You mentioned earlier how the first matchup between these two teams was a win for Lennon and Redding. 11-4, 11-7, a 2-game matchup.
It was Moon and...
Oh, excuse me, you're right.
Yeah. So, and it's going to go fast. So it's going to really... They've met earlier. We'll see what's going on. It's wide open.
A side out and a point right off the bat, though.
In this format, these two over here have to win 2 out of 3. They have to win 2 out of 3. If they win 2 out of 3, that's David and Scott. If they win the 2 out of 3, then we play 1 game to 15 for all the marbles. So we could go up to the possibility of having 4 games here.
Could be an exciting matchup here. Our first gold medal match of the afternoon on this Friday. It's a warm one, and the wind is kind of swirled as the day has gone on. We'll see how that affects play as they collide here on the net. Just gets the tip of it for the point.
Now, at this level, if you were watching that last shot, you can't hit through these players. You got to be a little bit finesse. Now, remember, these are seniors. These aren't the open young guys. But by gosh, they've been playing all day long. And look at them. You think the intensity? Look at that.
A lot of finesse all of a sudden.
Oh, yeah, they'll play.
A little lucky bounce there and good recovery on the other side by Moon.
Oh, yeah.
Staying here, patience at the net.
Waiting for one person to make a mistake.
And there it is.
There it is.
We'll go to the second serve.
Yeah, they're a little tense right now. Remember, we still are playing for the gold medal, so there's a little tense. There's going to be some more unforced errors that aren't normal for this level of play.
0-1-2. This will be the first serve of the day for Lennon. Paddles collided there on the one right down the lane.
Look at that. Now they've moved him back. He's back up to the net. The object is to control the net. And once you get up the net, it's who makes the first mistakes or get the ball up high.
And again, Lennon, back-to-back unforced errors to lose the service.
Yeah, that's 2. Yeah. like I say, this isn't normal until they're just getting the jitters out. Everybody's a little nervous. And the pace is really quick. We'll see how it goes.
Still only 1-0. Here's the first serve. Moon coming in on the forehand.
Oh, good. Oh.
3 straight unforced errors there for Lennon.
Yeah, but he'll come alive. I've seen him turn it on. He never gets rattled out there. He won't change expression. At this level, they can shake it off. There's 4
Again,
unforced.
4.
He's just starting out terrible.
When do you start to use your timeout here, noticing that your teammate might be struggling?
You know, it's a feeling. And you'll notice when they do call timeout and they come back, they are rejuvenated. They change their whole game. Oh, what a get.
Now they're trying to push it back on the back line.
You see, they're keeping the other team back.
They're letting it bounce, go for the soft kill. Nice
got
play
him back,
there.
kept pushing him back, hitting him deep, took him up with the slice shot.
They set him up perfectly for that.
That might rejuvenate him. Let's see what happens.
Breaks the streak and gets to the second serve.
Now remember, they can ask the referee at any time during the match if they're in the proper position for the serve.
Oh, what a line shot. That's in.
Oh, it's good. He got him leaning. They don't always hit it soft.
That was painting the line, too,
It was.
to keep the service and the points. 4-0 on the second serve. Went up high, it probably would have gone out, and they get the gift.
They get the gift. Scott was probably want to take that one back because he wants to make up for those first 4 unforced errors.
You can't do it with one swing, though. You got to take it one step at a time. And there's another one of those unforced errors. Is it a matter of being too finesse, trying to get it down there low?
It's in the head.
It's in the head.
He's trying to be too precise. He isn't letting his arm and arm memory. What got him here? You got to realize what got him to the finals. And so when if they try too hard, they get away from what got them here. You know, patience, get the level. Don't get down on yourself.
And it goes right back to Moon and Sheffield on the service.
And it looks like they're picking on Scott too. You know what? Look at them. They'll find one player. That's who they'll pick on.
Great reflexes over here by Redding as well. Even as Redding gets cold, he's prepared for it, and he goes back to Lennon, and then he goes right back into the net.
A little side story here. David Redding out of Dallas is not Scott's normal partner. Scott's normal partner had a problem, couldn't make it here, and he called David to come and play with him.
Oh, wow, nice touch there.
Oh, that was good.
And now just a little too cute.
Yeah. And so, so Scott and David, they got to get over the jitters. And they will. Trust me.
Another little note to make is Redding's a lefty.
Oh, yeah.
Using the backhand there on the return. And caught him in on the handle.
But look at this. When they speak out there, see how softly they speak? They're always pumping each other up. They're positive.
Now Redding and Lennon just trying to get on the board here. First serve down 0-5.
You want to get that first point.
They go for the lob. And another error, and pops over the fence.
Well, you had a nice overhand there, so I'm surprised they haven't called a timeout yet. I think if they get one, maybe 2 more miscues, he's going to call a timeout. He's going to get himself under control.
Does it start to get do or die mode here, where you have to get a point on this or on the second serve?
No, these guys will get. Oh,
came our way over here.
Look at his face right now. He's got his head down. He's thinking about what he wants to do to correct it. It'll come. It will come. Trust me.
Another side out earned by Sheffield and Moon. Moon with the serve. There are the 3, and we come in on the net.
There we go.
A kiss off the tape. Does it have enough? No.
No.
They'll go to the second. The wind, do you think that might have had a factor on it? It's still swirling here. We see the flags outside of the court really starting to move.
They are. So that will affect, because the game is a finesse game.
Wow, switch hands there by Sheffield to keep that ball in, and they get the tip. And Lennon, understanding right now that he's had his struggles with the net, finally gives him a gift.
Did you see the smile on his face?
That's something that gives you momentum.
It could break the trend.
Still looking for the first point.
But you got to realize too that Larry and Tyler have a plan.
Oh,
they came in here with a plan.
There it is.
They came in with a plan, and they're executing it. So
perfectly on the tee, and miscommunication between Moon and Sheffield.
And they're smiling a little bit too.
I think everybody knows that you're not going to get a shutout in the gold medal match. There's a reason why both of these teams are here.
Exactly. They'll come. They'll come.
Lennon will go in here on the second serve.
But you see, let's see. But you see, these two guys played together for a long time.
The Lions.
It's good. It's good.
Line judge gave it a point.
That's
Very
right.
close. That's why you bring in the extra help here to make sure you get these right.
Well, it's not only the gold medal for all the people, it's gold medal for the Lions people, the referee. They're just as stressed as the rest of them. They don't want to. They do not want to make a mistake. Because, they're playing for money here.
They are.
Yep.
A lot of people here to watch it as well.
Look around. Good crowd.
There's an unforced error.
See? Now
by
it's coming
Sheffield.
back.
See, they're just clawing away, and all of a sudden it's 3-5, and it feels a whole lot better than it did 0-5.
When it started 5-0, that's right.
And look at this. They're already within 1 point on the second serve.
That's right. So at this level, you can make up 5 points just in a blink.
Something that could go unnoticed is the fact that while it was 5-0, they didn't let Sheffield and Moon get completely in control of the match.
Oh, see how the change of speed?
Just try to lift it.
Yep.
Could not get enough under it, but a good rally.
Yep. But they're back into it now. Now they're stacking. Okay.
You feel like there's new energy in the match now as well after that great.
Oh, look at him. He's ready now. He feels good. He feels better.
The low backhand across. There's the third hit. Comes in low.
And you look.
Oh, wow. The thing was a roller coaster coming up to the top and then fell over.
But look at the sportsmanship. They do not like to win on slop.
Right.
They want to win the point clear.
We saw a great sportsmanship moment before this game.
Yes, we did.
We'll talk about that in the men's open.
Yes.
Gold medal match a bit later. There's an out and another point now for Sheffield and Moon.
They're going about business. They're just staying with it. They know what they can do. They know each other's moves. These guys haven't played together, but they just called each other a month ago. Now look at that overspin. Oh.
First time that we've seen.
Forced him to pop the ball up.
First time we see them really attack at Reading. They made him go low between the legs.
Now, Larry is an top tennis. They come to the dark side, we call it. And once they get hooked on this dark side, they can dress how they feel. There's no dress code. It's just great in play.
No more all whites or anything.
No, nothing.
Well, we know you have to call it the dark side, even though Episode 7 was just announced for Star Wars. And it did not quite get across there. No force on that one.
Look at the smiles. Look at the smiles.
You wouldn't be able to tell it's a gold medal match.
Yeah, if you were in their stomach, you would.
Oh, yeah.
They're pretty, but they're going about business. Now, you won't see that hard hit in the next group. Oh, he's got him.
Great touch and almost got it over. A great play, though. Sheffield crashing in, but smart play by Reading.
Yeah, but do you see the wheels on these old guys? I mean, I don't think he's got 2 ounces of fat on either one of these two on the right.
I mean, you said it in the introduction. These guys have probably lost 10 pounds already today.
Oh, it's been hot and good.
It'll be even warmer tomorrow. 88 degrees is the high. Thankfully, no wind. Way to slide by Reading, but it was still Sheffield with the kill.
Well, Scott over there had to tiptoe on the line because he can't touch it after he hits it out of the air. And so he's just watching his feet so hard, and he left his space open. Well, he popped it up.
Another one down the middle, though.
Down the middle solves the riddle.
Chock full of them, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, I used to know them all.
So Sheffield and Moon with the side out. Tyler serve in return.
Look how fast this game's going, though. You know, there's still other games going on behind us. Oh, he tried to go around the net.
Would have been a heck of a play.
Yep. It's in these guys' levels for that.
Here comes the serve again from Sheffield on the first one.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, wow. This net has been really kind of having its way with both the players. Sometimes it'll give the gift, sometimes it'll just be a wall, but there is definitely some points that have been given just by hitting the tape.
The tape, you know. Now you got to remember one thing. The object is to get it close to the top of the net as you can, right?
Because you leave ones up like that, it's going to come right back at you.
But you can't get it any closer unless you touch the top. That's as close as you can get it. So a lot of these guys do a lot of let shots. You know? They don't practice them, though. It's pretty tough. Now there was a good run there by Sheffield Moon. Very good run. They made some space between them.
What a recovery on the short hop.
Oh, yeah.
Redding with strong forehands.
Oh, look at this. They don't want that ball to touch the ground, do they?
I think that was 4 straight shots where it hasn't hit. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow. What a rally. 9 straight without hitting the ground. And then finally an unforced error on Sheffield gives the side out.
Yeah. And you know, look at this. They don't even remember it. They're on to the next point.
Still plenty of game to be played.
Oh, yeah. That'll pump you up. Now they're into the finesse game.
Another one tough. I mean,
he's having a hard time with that backhand dink.
And you have to give kudos to Sheffield Moon for exploiting that.
And also look at their spin on the ball. Sheffield and Moon put a lot of spin on the ball.
This one goes deep and they call it out.
Yeah, and he gets down on himself for it. Sheffield doesn't change his emotional feelings much at all. Just goes about business.
Poor touch there on the short hop.
Okay.
You could hear Lennon there talking with Redding. 2 breaks. Just got to
stop them.
These 2 side outs. It's still a 3-point game.
Yeah. You notice how the pace in this game, and there's no timeouts been called.
Lennon stuck with the backhand there, not going for a big smash.
No, what he did is he caught Larry coming in. Larry realized it was going to come at his feet and tried to start back pedaling. So he couldn't get back fast enough. It's very hard to hit that shot when you're pedaling back.
Staying deep here. Sheffield recognized what they were trying to do and crashed in.
Oh.
And they catch him on the forehand error.
Did you see the dink was deep? He waited and he took a step back and took a full swing at it. Because the dink went past the line. If you're going to do a good link, you got to try and get it in between the line. Oh. First game's over.
First game just like that. 11-6. We'll take a break here. We'll come back with the second game of the Men's Senior Open Gold Medal match. Stay with us.
They're about to start the second game, and you got a problem here. These guys have to win the next 2 games and then win the third game. That's a tall order because I think Larry and Tyler are playing just fantastic together. They're in a groove.
Well, also you saw David and Scott in the break. It took a little longer over here in the players area. What did you hear that they were talking over? What do you suspect that they really need to make sure they identify here in the second game? A really win-or-go-home game.
No, they don't want to go home yet. The biggest thing they talked about is they got to get rid of the unforced errors. That cost them a lot of points that first game. Here we go. Second game.
We're underway. There's right off the bat unforced error on Lennon, who's really been taking all of these unforced errors and has really put his team in a hole.
He might have a little fatigue, but I'm not going to say it. He'll probably deny it, but they've had some tough matches today. But you got to give credit to the Moon and Tyler. Look how he cut through. Larry was back about 3 steps. Tyler stepped right in. Boom. So they weren't ready for that.
They're executing the game plan exactly how they envisioned it.
Exactly. That's why they're the undefeated team.
Again, we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, great reaction off the tape, and they get the point. Nice play by Lennon.
See, that ball comes off that net sometimes in a hurry.
But it was Sheffield and Moon who defeated the same Lennon and Reading team 11-4, 11-7 earlier in the bracket. They slow things down. Another one
net.
off the tape and goes in.
You know you're going to have a certain percentage on both sides at the top of the net. And you know a lot of times that makes the difference between win and losing.
This isn't the temporary nets.
No, it's not. But you look, these guys are all ex-tennis players, and they're putting a lot of top spin on the ball. Now,
I think that
it looks like David set that one up. He got a little just too high. Here we go.
a couple of great forehands followed by a backhand. One more forehand. They push him back, going for the back line, and they force the error.
See their strategies that have come out now? They're coming out strictly hard. They're going to keep forcing the issue. They're not playing the finesse game right now. They're coming hard.
First time they've been tied in the whole match since it was 0-0.
Oh.
And now they have their first lead.
That's right. So they're ready. They're coming out hard. But their strategy is to come at them hard. They changed their whole game plan.
Adapt and survive. Nearly a miscommunication.
Oh, wow.
They keep things going, back it up, and they can't keep
nice
the backhand.
Angle. Nice angle, and he had him back going backwards.
That
Great
time, though,
play.
Moon and Sheffield, they wouldn't allow themselves to go back. They held their ground firm.
A lot of short hops. Look at that. Change of speed. But did you see his first shot? He put so much overspin on it. And it's dropping right over the net. He got some points on that in the first game.
A lot of side spin. That drops off. Change sides of the court here.
Oh, look at that.
Another furious rally. That one goes deep. Great recognition as well to let it fly.
I don't know if he let it go or just went by him so fast that he couldn't pick up with it. So we can give him the benefit of the doubt. He saw it and let it go.
They earned the side out after 2 breaks.
See?
Another just back and forth.
They changed their strategy. Do you see that?
They're staying firm.
Staying firm.
And now
These
they're forcing the errors on the Sheffield.
Yeah,
and Moon.
they'll just. Ooh.
Another one just kissing the tape.
See, got it up. He got it up.
At this level, you can't allow those because these are the players that will recognize it and be sure they're not going to miss their chance like those.
It's the first time, and I've watched Scott play a lot of games. He's having trouble with that backhand dink. He's getting a little too deep.
The lefty Reading with the forehands gets the short hop.
That was a foot fault. He stepped on the line and hit it in the air. So
great call in such a quick-paced game.
Oh, yeah, and the ref's got to be watching that. The ref's job is to watch those lines.
The ball can police itself. The feet, on the other hand, that goes onto the ref.
See, these guys are just coming. Oh,
good lob. And a miss hit goes out.
Wow, their strategy is working right now. Maybe Sheffield Moon will call a timeout.
And we were talking about in the first game how we were surprised that Reading and Lennon didn't call a timeout even after the big streak of unforced errors for Scott.
See, they're letting him.
Another lob. That one won't stay in, though.
And the first shot that he hit back was going out to. If these guys are going to stay in that hard game, these guys got to let some of them go.
So they had opened up a little run.
The adrenaline's rushing. You got 1/10 of 1 second to make up your mind, and a lot of times you don't have time. Oh,
wow.
Their strategy's working.
So on the first 2 points of this second game, it was working to perfection for Moon and Sheffield. Reading and Lennon, they decided to change things up, and it's been nothing but great, positive reaction.
Oh, he wants that one back.
That's the first point they've given up since they changed their strategy.
What their object is to keep those guys back. You know? And they still want to get to the net, but they're not making it. They're hitting that third shot hard. I think they're playing on Scott's. Oh, there's a good one. Now they can get up.
Oh, wow, a great drop shot. It comes in and gets it for Sheffield, leaves an open spot of the court, and they still keep the rally alive.
What a set of wheels.
Even with the knee brace.
I bet he hurts tonight. Oh, they got away with one. Yep, they let it go. Look at breathing a little harder, but what wheels on that shot to get that shot, that dink.
And a huge point makes it 4-6. They're still on the second serve.
Yep. I'll tell you, they're working hard out there.
They are on the side out.
Yes, try to sneak one by. Now these guys are smiling heads up. These guys are heads are down. Look at the change in just one game.
That stayed in. What a shot.
So you have a complete change of momentum and feelings this second game. So
now I'll take a moment on other than the actual physical play, but not only is momentum going their way, but the weather is starting to become something here.
Yeah,
as it gets cooler, the sun's setting, the wind has picked up tremendously since the start of this match. What a save, but they can't get the second one.
Inside now. Get him inside and out. Moving him back and forth. His partner couldn't help him.
See, this is going a cross-court wind coming from the west. It's something that could really affect something that maybe on this near sideline, if it looks like it's going to be out, can still be pushed in. Maybe that serve might have had a little bit of wind helping it out.
Did you see him paint that line? But you're right on the wind. A little bit of wind across that. We'll take that ball side to side. There, he's slowing it down a little bit. They've bought into this hard game with them.
It's definitely stretched out the court.
That's right. That's exactly right. Look at this.
You can just see there's a lot more space between these guys. If you could get an average of how far apart they are, you know they're anticipating the smash. Like that, and they couldn't recover.
He was just a little late on that recovery to the center. And that's coming off that backhand dink.
Moon with the service.
Oh,
poor shot there.
That one he wants back. He wants that one back. They're playing a stacked game over here now because they want both forehands in the middle.
It makes sense, especially when you have a natural lefty.
Yep, that's right. Just got to run.
Nice spinner there and moving it forward. Just out.
I knew what he was thinking. He's going, I've been winning points going to his backhand on the dink. And he changed his mind right in the middle.
And he knew it as soon as it came off the paddle.
That's right. You do.
Another deep serve.
There we go. There, he's going to stay with him on the backhand.
Just waited a hair too long, making sure that ball stayed in, and it did. Point for Lennon and Redding. All while the chaos was happening behind us with multiple matches going on at one time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Medal match behind us.
Yes, there's a bronze match going behind us. Oh.
They'll go to the second serve now.
Yep.
Now, Lennon has done a really good job with his services, even on those last two. Now we'll get to see Redding with a lefty spin.
Well, they tried that new strategy. It worked for them. I don't know why they've gone back to the soft game.
Too deep.
See? Now, they were making points on that hard game. They were coming at them hard. Now they've changed again to a more soft game. These guys will eat them alive. Oh.
Wow, a great drop shot.
With backspin. Did you see the ball fall backwards?
It hit the line and started coming backwards again, and Sheffield, as much speed as he has, could not quite get there.
I bet he soaks that knee tonight. What do you think?
An Epsom salt bath.
Either that or he's going to put beer on it. Change the speed. Change the speed on him. Threw him up there and he wasn't ready for it. Here we go. All right, this is a good.
This is a good chance for them to pull away here, or if they can maybe put the game away, a must-needed game considering Sheffield and Moon won the first one.
See, now the other two guys cannot get up.
Go for the lob. They're just teasing them to try to get them to force the error.
Oh,
and
they did.
Wow.
Boy, that net got in the way, didn't it?
It sure does. It does that from time to time.
Well, you know how you win a game with no net and no ball?
I'd be playing.
No, first one that takes a nap loses. Sorry, Bill. Okay, here we go. See, they cannot serve the ball until the referee calls the score. That was the way in that.
Didn't get enough on it on the short hop. Came up a little higher than he anticipated.
You know, I've watched Scott play a lot. His backhand's a little tired tonight. But I thought they were making points when they were coming hard. There you go.
Continue to come hard, and here comes game point.
Yep, they got one more to get the second game.
Now, Moon
That's a point.
Trying to talk. Are they going to grant him the time that he called?
He made a mistake. That should be a point. He stopped it. He was wrong. That should have been a point.
Well, I like to say the pickleball doesn't lie. We'll see if Redding and Lennon can just earn this and put it away. And it goes deep, and there it is.
There it is. That last call was wrong. Since he stopped the play and he was wrong on his adjustment, that should have been. Go ahead. They got a 2-minute break.
Well, the pickleball doesn't lie here. Game 2 goes to Redding and Lennon. Stay with us. We're back for Game 3. Hey Comcast subscribers, my name's Dominic Catronio, lead commentator for USA PA Pickleball. We're talking about one of the fastest growing sports in the country. We're right here at National 6 in Buckeye, Arizona. We also have the Tournament of Champions in Ogden, Utah. What is pickleball, you ask? Smaller version of tennis, 1/3 size courts, fast-paced, high energy, and you can play it as long as you want. Be sure to check out all of the great action here on Comcast Xfinity On Demand.
That right there, guys, is pickleball.
Back here for the third game, a decisive game perhaps if it were to be Sheffield and Moon to win. They are still undefeated coming through the winner's bracket. They lost the second game there to Redding and Lennon. They're still fighting for the lives here. They win this game, they'll force a tiebreaker considering they come from the loser's bracket. We saw them use a couple of game plans there in that second game, though. Wayne, what do you see from them, or anticipate rather, here in this third?
Well, what was going on? I think they will continue on with it. That's how they got their points. The dink wasn't working for them. Moon and Tyler were just awesome that first game. The second game, they were a little bit followed by the... Now, on this third and final game, to make it fair, they'll switch at 6. And if
we're underway.
If Redding and Lennon win this, we're going to a tiebreaker to 15.
Well, they immediately exploit Lennon's backhand to earn the side out.
That's what it looks like to me.
Sticking with it, though, here to try to keep the rally alive.
Oh, he was ready for that. But again, when you look out there, they're not got as much spring in their feet as they had that first 2 games. They're both slowing down just a hair.
Second serve here. Moon coming in. Trying to cross court. Great spin on the bounce. Keeping the backspin going. They'll just play catch. Now it's Redding ready for the off shot. Might have got a gift there. Could have gone out. They'll keep going. Doesn't want to touch the ground right now.
Oh, what
and
a
there
rally.
It is.
So now we got a game here, folks.
This thing is far from over.
Oh, yeah.
Very different from that 5-0 start that Moon and Sheffield had in the first game.
It did. Momentum can change it. Momentum. See, he's sneaking in. And Redding staying back. Redding saying, let me have that. Let it come through.
And I think you nailed it on the head earlier, saying that it could be fatigue for Lennon. Saw him to break a lot of stretching on his hamstrings. And I think it's still kind of a point where it's a long day, sun setting. You're almost there. Yeah. You can practically taste it. It's just been a long day of pickleball, and these guys are feeling it.
Well, not only that, of the four of them, all four of them, nobody wants to pick the ball off the ground. They're hoping that their partner does it. You know, they got their hands on their hips. It's been a long day.
Still no score.
No score yet. Oh, there goes those wheels. Look at how it finessed it over. Good.
Catches the line, tried to go around, and Redding touched it.
What a shot. Excellent shot. You know, you can only do that if you're coming wide. You know why he does that? Because he knows if he puts it barely back over there, he can't get back. So, and it's there.
There's our first point of the match in this game 3. Again, it's tied, but if the guys over here on the left, Redding and Lennon, if they can win this game, they'll force a tiebreaker. Otherwise, the guys in black on the right, they win, and it's over. They get the gold medal. Side out.
You see a little difference in from the first games. Tyler and Moon know they're in a battle.
There's definitely a sense of urgency now, too, knowing that for Lennon and Redding, this is it. And they call it out on the linesman.
Yep. And Lennon looked at the linesman, but it was clearly out. He's just frustrated.
Has not been his match, but they're going to need him at the end, that's for certain.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow. Another gift from the tape.
You know, the rules say you got to count that point, but I know the players still like to win it straight up. You know? The defender really hates that when it comes off that net like that. Okay. Watch their feet. Watch their feet.
That might have been a foot.
It bounced. No,
it bounced in. You're right.
You can do that.
Another gift from the tape.
Oh,
this one tipped it as well. That probably would have gone out as well.
Yeah, 2 in the same. Well, but you know, as many as we've seen, it's not just luck that they're hitting the top. They're trying to keep it low to the net.
They're making sure they don't give up the big smash. Another lead now early on for Lennon and Redding. David with the serve. Or Scott, excuse me.
Oh.
And there's his unforced error to give the side out.
It was a good shoot.
But you can understand the frustration, though.
Oh, sure. If it don't go over that net, you know, the game's real easy. Just get it over the net last. Right?
Exactly.
Into the playing field.
I mean, when you put it that simple, I mean, there's a whole lot of sports that become a whole lot easier all of a sudden. All you got to do is get in the hole 4 times in golf.
That's right.
All you got to do is tackle the guy in football.
That's right.
That's all you got to do.
Make the game easy. Oh, here we go. Now they're playing. Oh, he wanted to. Oh, he wanted to do the side shot, jump over there and catch it just because it crosses the net. Now they cannot touch the ball until it crosses the net. Their foot can't go past the net until the ball crosses the net.
Nice drop there, and it goes through the wickets.
Yep. Now the first game he'd have got that with no problem and put it over. You know. Look at their faces, guys. They're intense now.
Tie match here.
Oh, you betcha. Sheffield and Moon don't want to go to another game.
You know, that one, that lob, it was definitely the strategy, but you look at the top of these trees over here. They are moving, and I think the wind might have pushed that out.
Yep, it did.
Got above the fencing, and there's really no help there from the patrons watching with their backs to the wind.
Oh.
And there's another error, pops up high and goes to, again, the spectators.
Yep. And, you know, pickleball players are very they want to keep the same ball. They don't want to switch out balls.
Why is that?
I have no idea.
Superstition?
Yeah, superstition, whatever. But it's a lot of fun for them. You'll see them chase the ball a half a block down just to stay with the same ball.
Well, you know, playing in the Sandlot, we would just chase half a mile to get the ball because it was the only one we had.
A little late getting back. You see how gentlemanly everybody is. If they do something screwy, they say they're sorry, and you know.
A lot of sportsmanship here.
It is.
Granted, a lot of experience as well, so they know how to do it. Almost handcuffed Moon. Back and forth. Here we go again, but he hits it a little too far right. A side out earned.
Yep, there was a gush. That's the most you'll hear out of him. He'll pick on himself.
What a match here. It's been just
it's turned around, yeah.
It's been moving just at a snail's pace in the points, but the actual game itself has been blazing. Like a Mustang, it's just been moving and moving, and still no points handed out. Another net. There must be a magnet in the tape on the ball. It's been unbelievable.
And they're not even thinking about it. Oh.
Just let it travel a little too far before you hit that one. They move to
the
second
only
serve.
question is when they're talking to themselves like that, you just hope they don't answer themselves. Takes them out of the game. Points over, go to the next one. There you go.
Nice touch. Can't get it over.
Now the unforced errors are swinging the other way. But I do believe, their strategy changed in that second game. They said they're going to go hard with overspin. See?
Wow. Right down the middle.
Going about their business. But this game is a game of momentum. It can change at any second. The first team to 6, they'll change sides.
Right now, 5-2. Continuing the cross-court passing here.
Yep. The reason they go cross-court.
Then they get the kill.
Got it up. A lot of reasons they got more space to put the ball. Straight ahead, you have to hit a nice shot within 3 feet of the net. That cross-court dink, you got 22 feet. You can use the whole court. So the cross-court dink is probably the.
So it'll be a little bit.
Ooh, momentum. That's what it is.
It's a shade starting to protrude over here on the right side of the court. And these guys have been in the sun the whole match. The temperatures dropped significantly, but I think they'd really enjoy some shade if they can earn the side out, then get that 6th point.
Let me tell you something. Oh, that sun, coming out of that sun, that ball, you can't pick it up.
We'll reiterate, if Moon and Sheffield win this match, or this game rather, they win the whole match and the championship. As for Lennon and Reading, they win this game, this third game. They will force a decisive 4th tiebreaker, going to 15.
Right.
For all the marbles.
A lot of times these players don't even pay attention to the score. They're just playing. They know when they're in the zone. Oh, he got it up.
There's the 6th point. Great shot by Lennon. Here comes the switch.
So they're switching sides.
Guys, take a breather here. Much earned breather. It's still warm.
Yeah, but they won't. They don't do a timeout. It's just let them get a drink of water on the way across. Let me tell you something, though. While we're waiting here, the referees are working just as hard as the players. And the referees do one game after another. So, I've seen referees, and I'm a referee.
You're saying this is the most experienced referee that we have here?
No. But we have a lot of good referees, and he's doing a great job. See, we've put him in the sun because we're sitting on this side.
Well, you don't want the commentators looking into the sun, but let's give it to the referee. What a shot.
They're come alive. So
you wouldn't have any idea that this was within them after that 5-0 start.
No. But I knew they'd come back. I knew Scott would get it together.
A deep serve there. Great going on at the back baseline.
All right. See, they got one guy was getting it higher and the other guy was getting it lower at the feet.
Reading in the hat with the serve.
Oh.
Another big point.
See, now they weren't making those mistakes that first game.
Really starting to pull away here.
They are.
On the second serve.
Momentum's there. The momentum is swung their way.
And they're watching these smashes come in slow. A great backhanded save. Another lob. They're letting them play deep. Just barely didn't get enough.
The one thing about all 4 of these players is if they make a bad shot, they can shake it off immediately. They have to. What is it, 3-8-1?
Yes.
Oh, he won.
Second
if he
serve.
Could, he'd take that one back.
There'll be a lot of shots taken back in this game. A lot of mulligans. Still no timeouts called in the entire match.
No, that surprises me.
Just keeping the momentum
Well,
going,
like
I
Larry
guess.
said to us in one of the breaks, he says, if I get sit down, he says, I won't get up. He wanted that one. He had it set up and everything. Swung a little early. But they're afraid they sit down, they're going to get stiff.
David service across. Redding with the forehand. Oh, wow, they get it live. What a shot. Taking advantage of the open space.
Yep, and he didn't hit it hard. The biggest mistake you can make there is if you try with that open space, try to hit it hard. Just hit it.
What another great serve going all the way to the baseline and down the middle. Just setting it up to perfection, following the game plan just as he imagined.
It was good, but we don't have that angle. What a turnaround, ladies and gentlemen. What a turnaround.
Big lob again, and they're just prepared for it.
Oh.
Can't get it over, though. You can hear him. Just hit it. If only it was that easy, huh?
You know, but that's as loud as you'll ever see him get.
It's a gold medal match. You can understand.
Yeah, a little frustration. Wind's getting stronger, like you noticed earlier.
Oh, great touch there. Open space, and wow, they let it go through. They're just going them all over the place, moving them on both sides. Force a second serve.
They still were helping each other out. Putting the pressure on.
I've also noticed that Sheffield and Mill, they're much more conservative with their serves.
You got to take these points one at a time. You can't think how far behind you are.
But you'll notice here, I mean, they're very conservative. They won't even really brush in at all with that baseline, and just keeping it simple, making sure it's in. They go with the smash. Now they'll finally crowd in on the net. Another error.
Too. Little bit of adrenaline rush there. When he says help me out, I think he means talk to me. Don't let me hit those shots. You know, these guys had a tremendous match before this one for the bronze medal match. They played a couple of guys that actually won this whole tournament back at the beginning. And they were tremendous players. Oh, there we go. Oh,
wow.
He wants that one back.
Lennon earned that to go down and fish for it.
He wants that one back. Now he's kind of talking to himself. Shake it off.
As for Lennon and Redding, they can taste it now, forcing a potential tiebreaker if they win this game. Another one popped high, but they're ready for them.
Let those go. Let those go.
There it goes. They finally do. They heard you.
Yeah. Well, I don't think they did. But these guys, you notice they're hitting them high shots. And that's where that hard game's coming in for these guys. They're hitting everything back, whether it's going out or not.
Second serve now.
5-2, isn't it?
And another one out. They can't get him to bite on it anymore.
Well, we'll see what happens with the adrenaline. Okay, timeout.
There it is, the first timeout. First timeout here in the match comes at the third game. Plenty of time here. Stay with us. We'll take a moment for the National Six. Back here in the third game. Here we go. It's 9-5, or excuse me, 5-9-1 here. Coming up with the first serve. It'll be Moon. But they come back in this game. They win it all. Whereas Redding and Lennon, they're so close to forcing a tiebreaker for the gold medal. That one's out as well. 3 straight that go deep.
Yep. Timeouts are momentum breakers.
A big point win for Moon and Sheffield. They go deep, and they lose the service on the first one. They'll go to the second.
Oh, that one you want back. That one you want back.
Second serve now. They keep it down low as they prepare them back. They go deep. What a shot. A backhand from Lennon.
He took something off that one. He put overspin on it and took something off.
See, they entice them to come in with this short game, and then finally they get the big winner from the backhand on Lennon. That's normally sure-handed. Today hasn't been so much, but here's a flash of brilliance. They've been stuck at this 9 for a while. They're going to get to the second.
He was just a half a step late to get to cover the line. And he knew it as soon as he said it, as soon as he did it. See, they're stacking again.
Moon and Sheffield just trying to get this side out. Make sure they can't allow a game point. And they won't. They earn it.
They're trying to play that baseline game. Yeah. You know, that's not a bad thing, but you got to get that last shot over.
They go deep. Too far, though. We'll go to the second serve.
You know how I know they're tired? They're all hitting the hard shots from deep and not following them up. You can tell. You know?
A lot of miles on the legs just today.
They're just trying to, both sides are trying to overpower the other side without.
It's something that you've talked about all day. You're not going to overpower. You're not going to get it by the good players.
Nope.
Wow. That's where the lefty helps.
He was waiting right on that shot.
They get the side out, and again, this is their fourth opportunity with 9 points. Nice low serve. Had a lot on it, too. Wow. Came up on the head.
Well, it's 10-6. In the vernacular, they got 2 serves to get 1 point. You know? And then we'll go to 15.
Huge point here. Coming all the way back after losing the first game. They have a chance to force a tiebreaker on this point. It'll have to wait in the second serve.
This is exciting. My stomach's turning a little bit. You know, it's always really hard to get that 11th point.
There's something about that 11th point that it's a little extra that you need. Because on the other end, their defense is going a little more, and they earn the side out.
They left the door open here. They've got to make a move right now. They can't keep doing that, stopping them from 1 point.
A deep serve there.
It was.
Go with the soft forehand. They'll play here at the net. Who's going to be the one to get aggressive?
Oh.
Wow! You can see the reaction. Scott knew he really got Christmas early.
Everybody's shoulder sagged on that one.
Second serve.
Wasn't ready.
Unforced error.
If you were standing behind him, you would see that he broke his wrist at the last second, put a twist on it. He was expecting him to go back to Larry, and he came right to Tyler. He wasn't ready for it.
Here we go again.
Just a second.
It's a game point to force a tiebreaker. Comes in close off the tape. They play on with the rally. Goes deep. Too far again.
Getting that 11th point's hard. They stuck at 9.
This is when the adrenaline's really coming, saying, wow, we've come all the way back from this far down.
Oh, yeah.
Now we got a chance to do it all over again. Soft touch. Cross courts again. Give it to Redding. A backhand.
Nope.
Just deep. Side out with a 10.
It's tough, guys. It's tough. They scored points in bunches. And look at the shades. It's almost 3/4 of the court now.
There's an error. Great smash by Lennon.
Got it up. That's right.
Second serve. Just barely over. And they let the air. And almost went for the assist with Sheffield. Looking almost like a hockey shot from the point, coming in, trying to redirect it. Here we go, game point again. It's their third game point, and they'll have to get a fourth now.
Coming hard, and Off City tries to over-finesse it.
Fourth game point.
What got him to 10? You know, you got to...
Wow, was out on the serve.
What got him to 10? They got to stay with that. You know? And
what exactly got him to 10, though?
That hard game.
They said, coming on the net, another unforced error by Sheffield. The fatigue.
I know.
Really, you can sense it now.
Yeah, you can.
Hands on the hips on both sides. Sweat coming all over.
There you go.
It's been a lot of work with not many points distributed, and they finally get away from 6. They go to 7.
That's right. It's not over. It's not over till it's over.
One more break. Oh, wow, a late call from the linesman. First time we've seen a real displeasure with the
It's not so much that. It's just frustration because they've been working so hard. It's 8-10, too.
They'll call another timeout. So here we're in the second timeout. They've burned both of them.
Is it all right? Or
Lennon and Reading. Getting ready to go here. It's 8-10.
Here we go.
Second serve. Big second serve.
That's right. See,
he doesn't have the band.
How tired they are?
Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't matter about that. The heat came in at 6. And so look at how, they're just tired. You know, their brains are mush. But they're still playing pickleball.
The only thing on their brain is get it over the net.
Well, you know, pickleball players have no common sense. You know what happens? They could be playing 3-4 hours, be tired, head dragging, and as they walk off the court, somebody says, "You got one more in you?" And they'll go, "You betcha." Even if they're so bad and tired.
Oh, boy. Reading called it out before the linesman did, and he got the right call, though. We're going to a tiebreaker, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, what a match here. They forced the tiebreak, winning 2 out of 3. We go to a 1st to 15. Stay with us here. It's going to be an exciting finish in the Senior Men's Open.
Here we go.
All right, welcome back here. It's a tiebreaker match. We go to 15. The service will start with Reading and Lennon going to Sheffield and Moon. Now, during the toss, perhaps, I guess we could call it, even once you pick a number, but we noticed that it was won by Tyler and Larry Moon over on the right side. Why would they choose side instead of serve?
Well, at this time, late at night, the sun's at their back and the sun's in the other guy's eyes. And by the time they switch on the first team to 8, the sun will be up, it will be down. So they've got it's a twofold, you know? So the sun's on their back. So
right
it should
off the
be
bat,
in the other,
though,
it should be in the other eyes.
Point goes to Reading and Lennon. Reading with the serve. Moon crashes in, staying with the deep game. A big lob, smash. What a save by Reading. They keep things going, and Lennon couldn't get it up.
Going to his backhand. Stay with his backhand. If I'm Moon and Sheffield, I'm going to his backhand. If I'm Scott and Dave, I'm going to keep coming hard. Don't let him get time to think. See? He came at him hard, and his response was he just made the defensive shot and he popped it up. So they're forcing him to pop it up. And then it's a put away. So they're playing for that third shot after their hard shots.
Again, we go to 15 in this tiebreaker. Oh, wow.
Didn't climb the wall.
It almost hit a wall and came back down
That's
when it was
right.
above the tape. Just didn't have enough. But again, we switch at 8.
And they're playing the stack game still.
Bring everybody in here on the net now. They go deep,
Oh,
and they have it go in.
a little something people probably haven't noticed. If you look at the Scott's paddle, it's a long, narrow paddle. Everybody else has this square paddle. You have to be pretty precise for that paddle, but it's a defensive paddle too, because you can reach out further for the paddles.
Just a bit out
But
there.
look at his paddle, the difference in it. It's that long, narrow paddle. And legal paddles are measured on the overall length and width combined. Oh, he wants that one back.
So his area of the paddle is how
Correct.
it's determined
That's right.
if it's legal or not. Ones are wild. Just enough.
See, those guys are still coming in and out of the sun. See, when they go down low. Oh,
Nice
they didn't
shot.
cover it. See, Tyler was covering the line. Larry should have had that because he was supposed to cover the middle on that cross shot.
That's happened a few times already today where
That's
Reading
right.
takes advantage of
And it's
just
not
headed
hard
down
shots.
the lane.
It's just placement.
And a perfect miscommunication.
It's happened to everybody. And you feel like a fool because it looks so simple. We got it up. Oh.
The guys on the left
He
were
bit.
looking for the side out. Instead, it goes to a point and a lead for the first time in a while
Yep.
for Sheffield and Moon.
Yeah. Okay, they're trying to get their position. That's how time. And you got to give them some leeway this time of night. They've been playing pretty long day.
Go with a deep backhand. It goes out
Yeah.
beyond the baseline.
Trying to keep them back. Trying to keep them back.
They haven't had a lead like this since the first game. Remember, we're going to 15 here, folks. A little more time. They're staying
They're keeping
deep.
them back. They're keeping them deep.
Low one.
Okay. now
Just
they're
really
offset.
going all
They gotta
over
be careful.
Sheffield here.
Oh,
Wow.
he lifted the ball, and those guys were waiting on it, and they got to hit it low.
It really
This is
looks
going
like
to be
they're
a seesaw
trying.
battle.
It looked like they were trying to go right after Sheffield too.
Yes. Oh,
Redding's forehand can't get over. They'll move to the second serve and he'll have it.
when you hit those kind of shots, you start talking to yourself. Ah,
Another poor touch.
now you see when Larry deadens that ball, when they come right at him hard, and he deadens the ball without pushing his paddle forward, he puts backspin on it. And the guys on the other side, it's really hard to get the ball back without lifting it.
That one's out.
Yeah, reaching. So here they go. Now we'll just see who gets the second wind here. If they get a big lead, it's gonna. Oh,
Wow, it stayed in. He collides with the fence and they go short. Great strategy there. But Sheffield and Moon were ready for
yeah.
it.
Now they've changed the strategy. Oh, because
Great.
they actually. Oh,
Wow.
They had those guys back and they were up. You see, they switched the whole playing field on that.
But lost in the commotion. The great backhand snare over on the right side by Lennon.
Yeah, it was.
Paddles collide.
Oh.
And another error. We got a tie game.
If they'd have let that one go, I think it would have gone out.
Getting closer to a tie game here. 2-3.
You know.
Another deep serve. It forces Sheffield to go
Oh, that
take
was
a half
nice and
step
low.
back. Doesn't want to touch the ground again. Finally does.
There we go. Change of speeds. Got it deep. You see how he got it deep? He got it past. He got it right on the line. Scott was waiting on it.
We are tied again.
The littlest mistake will cost you a point. Or the serve.
We got a frenzy. Still going. Finally hits the ground. Another error, but what a rally. The fans recognize it.
You notice the crowd's excited, but they just want to get on. They got a groove going.
They have the lead for the first.
Yeah, and they got a groove going. Momentum.
They go for a deep lob, the smash, short hop save.
Keep him back, keep him back.
Still trying to push
talking?
him back. Not enough.
He wants that one back.
4, 3, 2.
You can also see Lennon wiping off his paddle handle with his shirt. I mean, the sweat. Both of these guys are really starting to accumulate, even with the cool breeze.
See, they tried to split him. They're taking him wide and wide and wide.
Waited for the short hop. Now try to go deep. Here we go again. Oh, what a save by Lennon, but they still
Did you
split
see
him.
that? Yeah, they went through his legs. Did you see that?
What a play.
Yeah, Scott went right through his legs. He put the paddle behind his legs and went right back through.
3, 4, 1.
Okay, here we go. It's going to be a tough match. That'll get them all pumped up. A good rally gets everybody adrenaline flowing. He's right. It skidded right off the line. Off the paint.
Just gave him a hop that he didn't anticipate.
Yeah, that's right.
And
he was playing it for the hop.
he's done a really good job with these short hops so far today. Another split.
Tyler's, see what's happening is Larry's coming straight to the line. Tyler's covering him on the wide, and Larry's not covering that middle. He's trying to cheat a little bit for the dink. That'll be corrected real quick.
Here we go.
See?
Just enough.
That's
Oh my. Couldn't get it up. It would have been a
that
lift.
is so frustrating. You hit the hardest shot you got, and it comes back. You hit it again, it comes back. You hit it a third time, it comes back. Now the frustration goes the other side when it rolls off the top of the net.
5, 4, 2.
Another lead now for Sheffield and Moon. Tyler on the serve.
Now it is up to the server to make sure the receiver is ready, not the referee. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh, nice no-look backhand.
Did you
Now they
see
work
that?
him back.
Did you see that?
They try to
look at
smash it. It's
Tyler.
all Sheffield alone right now. He's a man possessed, but he goes too far.
Yep. Look at him stare at that ball. He's going, hey, I worked my rear end off. Why can't I get something?
Playing like a man possessed right now.
He is. He's going to take it up a notch.
Now big service opportunity, down by a point in this tiebreaker.
Oh.
Another
jeez.
kiss. Redding stepped into the absent space. Great job to slide
Great
in.
hands.
Still going. Another net. The tape has been friendly. They try to go deep, but they didn't let it. Wow, what a rally. We're still moving. Oh, what a point by Sheffield.
You know, there's nothing you can say but just watch something like that.
And you can see Redding recognize that.
Yep.
Had him frozen.
Yep. Oh, yeah, they recognize good play. But, you know, you just want to sit and watch something like that. It's so hard to say anything about it. He's coming.
That was one of the longer rallies that we've seen all day.
Right. They're picking
it's-
their, both teams are picking their game up a
And at
lot.
the end of the day, it just gets to the second serve. Sheffield and Moon trying to maintain
Yep.
this lead, and they will.
Yep. But
They
you
get
can
the
see,
serve.
This is all for all the marbles. Their whole game has changed. They're picking it up 2 spaces.
5, 4, 1.
Now they're playing some really good. But these guys have gotten out of that playing that hard game. Have you noticed?
Now they crash in, just like you said. They're not doing the hard game, but they're still trying to get that split. Now they go deep again, push them back to the baseline.
Oh, look at this. Boom, boom, boom.
Here comes. They're setting it up, but they couldn't get it back.
Boy, their level is gone up, though. You cannot hit through these guys tonight.
A lot of exhales, a lot of sleeves being ruined by sweat at this point in the afternoon. Still haven't switched yet, and
Nope.
you called it. The sun has set. The entire court is in shade.
It is. Oh, foot fault. He missed it.
Pickleball don't lie, though.
No. He was going to call it, but he missed. It didn't really make sense in his mind. I know that feeling.
Starting to stretch out this lead. First to 15. They'll switch at the 8th point, though.
Oh, look at this. Okay.
Wow, it stayed in. It was a wise let by Sheffield.
He thought it was going out because he thought it was going to hit it up. Change of speed. You know, they get into that. Just somebody changes up the rhythm like that, and it just really throws everything off.
They're in the second serve now.
Oh, too
Back
much.
to back tapes. Here we go again. That one goes out. Point goes to Sheffield and Moon, and they'll switch sides of the court.
They each got a net shot on that, so they can't play one or the other that they screwed up the shot. Yep.
It's been a heck of a tiebreaker.
See? Do you remember?
You can hear him right
Yeah.
there. The sun.
It's almost down. They should be turning the lights on.
I was wondering about the lights, yeah.
Pretty soon.
Are they turning the lights on?
I don't know. They should.
We still got 3 more gold medal matches after this
Oh,
one.
I know.
And they're all just sitting and waiting.
Oh, yeah, and they're all just kind of, okay, when's my turn?
I might have needed to bring a jacket. Tonight's low's in the 50s.
I know. A couple hours ago, we were sweating and talking about being in shorts. Welcome to Buckeye, Arizona.
Way out in the West Valley of Phoenix, really beyond the West Valley if you talk to a Phoenician.
Well, somebody should tell Justin to go get the lights turned on because the sun's going to be gone in about 3 minutes.
That's something that, Arizonans know. The sun's out, but when it's setting, it is gone in a hurry. As pretty as it is, it's gone quick.
Did you hear Scott? He says, now you guys can stare into the
Exactly. But really, you look at their eyes, you don't see the sun
they're
really
still-
interfering with them
sun. No, a
that
little
much.
bit, not much.
Here we go.
But
Still on the second serve, and they get the side out.
Did you see him stare at that ball as if it was the ball's fault?
It always is.
The funny thing is when pickleball players miss a shot, they look at their paddle, but there's no strings there.
Nothing you can adjust like you'll see some professional tennis players.
No. No. We're going to be hoarse before this night's over.
482.
Are you learning the game of pickleball, right?
Oh, it's been a joy, though.
Isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, another error, and they lose the serve. 2 breaks.
I'm surprised they're not coming hard. That's what got them to this final.
Could it be just fatigue that at this point?
No, I think they don't even think about it.
Goes too deep.
Yep. They're allowing the other team to dictate now. So that momentum has changed to Moon and Sheffield.
It feels like the first game all over again.
It does.
6 points away. But still, we saw them run off 4 straight points in that first game to make it 5-4 before Moon and Sheffield pulled away, and there was a good force
good.
the second serve.
And if you'll notice when he hits that shot, he's leaning in. He's stretching his whole body out.
He's following through.
That's right. He's not standing up straight. That's the way you can. That's one of the few ways you can beat all these guys. Oh,
Not enough. Side out.
There's still a little bit of sun in Tyler's eyes. Look at that.
You can see it.
Yeah.
And as you go back to the baseline as well, the server will have it in his eyes as well.
Yeah.
All these sponsorship banners can only do so much. Now, big service chance here for Redding and Lennon. They need to get some points on this.
Okay. Okay, Moon's covering the middle now. Remember, they got him twice on that.
They try to go right after
Yeah,
Lennon's
they're trying to do the
backhand.
same thing, see?
Try to catch Redding by surprise. They push them back down the middle of forehand. A lot of patience at this point in the game.
Yep. And don't kid yourself. This takes a lot of energy out of them.
Just the focus not to make a mistake. And when pace picks up like that, that's when the error comes.
But you got to look at Moon did cover the middle that time, so they didn't get a cheap shot on through him.
I think that it looked like Redding and Lennon were just kind of waiting for that hole to open up, and it never came, so they switched the pace, and that's how they forced the error. Another one.
You know what I'm noticing? I'm noticing that these guys are tired enough where they don't have anything on their put-away shots. You know? I don't know. I'm just noticing it.
They're clawing their way back. Lennon jumped in to try to send that one home. Instead, it went too far.
That's right. So we'll see. 6-9-2. So they've got back 3 points.
Lennon's serving has been fantastic today. He keeps it low.
Oh, was that a great low return? If you at our level, sitting right here, that wasn't a half an inch over the net. And they lost it because they didn't think it was coming over. I've been on the receiving end. There we go.
Big point here. You can lose a serve or be within one. Great spin on the backhand. They keep it alive. It's just nicking the tape. It doesn't want to go forward too far. Side out.
You saw his action there. He wanted that one so bad.
Just right off of the paddle. A little hop, knowing that just a little too much. Now they're requesting for the lights to turn on.
Well,
now
because it takes them about 20 minutes to come on.
in full power anyway.
Full power. And that sun's just about down. It's about 3-4 minutes and it'll be down.
Sunset scheduled at 5:43 this evening. It stayed in. They play on. There's the smash and the winner.
Yep. You see how he reaches in? He stretches his whole body. He almost balances on one foot.
9-7-2.
9-7-2. Another
Oh,
one
he was waiting on
splitting
that
the
one.
defenders.
He was waiting on that one.
They are in the side out.
They're getting a little spurt of energy in.
9-1.
Going to
Still a
15 in
factor
this
on Tyler.
tiebreaker. This is for the gold medal of the seniors open, and they get another point. 8-9.
Now, the problem is pickleball players talk to themselves all the time. And once in a while, they answer themselves. So
This is
it's been
doubles, too. I
see,
can't imagine what it's like in singles.
It makes it for a long day when you start answering yourself.
Second serve now.
8-9-2.
Just
Change
enough.
speed.
Oh,
see,
wow.
They paid him back. Now, see, so Scott didn't cover the middle on that one. He thought they were going to dink a little shorter. See how that dink got a little bit high?
Yeah.
And he hadn't moved. He was still in the middle of a square. It's a game of inches. Almost like golf. You can tell the racket players, the people that come from racquetball, they got that wrist, that backhand wrist action.
They're staying in here.
Look at
Ball
that.
still airborne. Now it finally hits the ground. They go for another one. Open space down the right sideline, but they couldn't get it there.
Sheffield did not give up on that point. You know what? He says, this is my point.
10-8-1.
John's even
It's
losing
been a
his
long
voice.
day for him. A lot of scores. Hey, that'll be us by the end of the day, though.
Oh, you got it. If the batters hold up.
Nice
getting
deep
a little
backhand,
deep.
and Redding goes with the soft touch. Great play
That was a
by the
great play.
Texan.
If nothing else, it makes him burn a little engine.
Sheffield still decided to sprint in there, try to give it a shot. Couldn't
That's
get
right.
there.
10-8-2. Well, they don't give up.
Another, he did it again.
Yeah.
And a great return by Sheffield, and Lennon got caught by surprise.
Moon was waiting on that one. See, what you don't see is the strategies going on out there. Why did he hit that shot up there high? Well, he thought Moon's paddle was down. But Moon was standing on it. Oh,
Another tape shot, but he adjusts well.
oh.
But Redding hits it in.
If
Now
you
it's
see-
going to be Sheffield and Moon pulling away here.
Yeah, but you saw Sheffield. He hadn't come in all the way when that guy returned it with that defensive shot. He had 3 steps to kill it. Dave didn't have a chance.
Popped ahead, another one into the net.
Oh. Yep.
The sun is setting as it is on Reading and Lennon.
So they've had the little spurt and gotten ahead of about 5 points. You know?
They need this side out, though, before they allow a game point.
Dave and Scott do. They want that. That's what they're playing for right now, is get that side out.
That one stayed in, just barely.
Sheffield's got it.
Oh, wow.
I thought that was going to go over. He had so much top spin. Here we go.
They take a timeout, and we will as well before we hit game point with the second serve. Tough
They're not
luck
giving us
there
a
for
whole lot of
Lennon and
breaks
Reading,
on
but
this
stay
one.
with us right here on National 6.
Here we go.
All right, here
Time
we go.
in.
We're back here. Tiebreaker matchup. Game championship point. 14-8 second serve.
It was like that.
There it is.
Thank you, folks.
The gold medal goes to Tyler Sheffield and Larry Moon. They defeat Scott Lennon and David Redding in a tiebreaker. But what a matchup.
It was a great matchup.
You want to go grab him?
Let's go have a conversation now with Tyler and Larry. Hey Comcast subscribers, my name's Dominic Catronio, lead commentator for USA PA Pickleball. We're talking about one of the fastest growing sports in the country. We're right here at National 6 in Buckeye, Arizona. We also have the Tournament of Champions in Ogden, Utah. What is pickleball, you ask? Smaller version of tennis, 1/3 size courts, fast-paced, high energy, and you can play it as long as you want. Be sure to check out all of the great action here on Comcast Xfinity On Demand.
That right there, guys, is pickleball.
All right, I'm here with the Men's Senior Open winners. The gold medals go to Larry Moon and Tyler Sheffield. First of all, congratulations, gentlemen. Take us through the match. Win the first game quite handily, but they gave you a run for your money, forcing the tiebreaker. What do you have to say about the whole match as a whole?
I think we played fairly well throughout, but they stepped it up in the second game and third game, right, and took it to us. We kind of had to regroup. Go back to the basics, hitting good drops, getting in, not making mistakes, letting out balls go out, not hitting out balls.
We made a lot more mistakes in those second and third games, I think.
But
They forced them,
and there's no
giving
question.
them credit.
No question they picked it up, right, and they played better those second and third games.
Now, in the tiebreaker, it was still close in the meat of it, and then you guys finally pulled away. What clicked there at the end of it?
It's always hard to know, right? It seems like it's so hard to get a point, and then suddenly the floodgate opens, and the points just start coming, and we never know when that's going to happen, of course, right?
I think you get a little confidence as you get a lead, and maybe the other side gets a little nervous as they get behind and the end of the game gets closer. So that might have factored in to some
And
extent.
sometimes people think they have to do something a little bit different, so they try something a little bit riskier, and that often does not work out.
And lastly, guys, national champions. How does that sound right now?
Feels pretty good right now.
Feels great, especially because after we lost the 2 out of 3, I was thinking, gee, this might not happen. And so it's a relief.
It's never over till it's over, right? So you're always thinking that anything can happen.
But again, our national champions from the Men's Senior Open Division, Larry Moon and Tyler Sheffield. Thank you for joining us here today.
Thank you so much.
Now we get ready to send it over to the Men's Open. Stay with us on National 6.